Hey there. So we recently had an article which we contributed to, published in Floor Covering News magazine. And it was a great article because in it we worked to kind of debunk some really common myths about bamboo flooring. So just to give you a little snippet of what's in that article, and it's linked in the little post that goes along with this video, I wanted to give you just a few tidbits of some of the information that you can get from checking that out. So two of the most common concerns that we hear, and by the way, I'm shooting this in the Cali Bamboo showroom, so if you hear a little commotion going on, it's just because this is a busy working environment with dogs and folks walking by all the time. So that's the background noise you might hear. Okay, so one very common concern that we hear a lot, and some of you have even expressed it on Facebook as well, is that it's very soft and that it's not durable enough for a high traffic environment in a home. Okay, so we will grant that at one point in time, that was a valid concern. It used to be that bamboo flooring was made a little bit differently. And when you think about bamboo flooring, it's possible that you get this image in your head of like thin strips of bamboo going horizontally or vertically, where you could actually see the little nodes in the planks. That's the way that bamboo used to be made. And in fact, Cali Bamboo used to sell it like that as well. We don't do that anymore because there are new and improved ways of making the bamboo flooring planks, which yield a much, much stronger floor. So that bamboo flooring of years past was not quite as strong as what we have today. So we're done with that style. And you've probably heard now that most bamboo flooring is strand. So strand is where you take the bamboo pole and you shred it. Instead of like cutting it into strips, you shred it down into fibers, and then you compress those fibers into a block, which is then sliced up into planks. So Cali Bamboo takes that basic premise, that basic process, and we've improved upon it to create our fossilized flooring. So when you see fossilized on our website or in any promotions, what we mean is basically strand bamboo flooring, but it's a different proprietary process. So in our fossilized process, we take even more of those fibers, 30% more, and we shred them even more finely, and then we compress them using even more compression. So it's actually pretty cool. The machine that does this, it's stacked full of fibers, like into kind of like a trough. It's about that big, and they're even bigger actually, and it compresses it down into a block of wood, which is then sliced up into a plank, several planks, and then that's how we get our fossilized flooring. So that fossilized flooring that Cali Bamboo makes has gotten up to a 5,000 range JNCA score. In a nutshell, JNCA hardness test is how you gauge how hard a wood floor is. So, and the way that they do it is, you can come in, it's okay, I know. The way that they do it is they take like a steel ball, and with a lot of pressure, they push it into a plank of wood. And however many pounds it takes to push that steel like ball bearing halfway into the piece of wood, that is the JNCA score. So to give you an example, oak, for example, gets about a 1,200 pound JNCA score. Our fossilized bamboo, like I mentioned, gets up to 5,000 pounds. So that is, I mean, you can Google JNCA score, and you will notice that they typically only go up to about the 3,000 range. So these floors, they've been tested, we get them tested periodically, and every single one of our styles gets tested. So we know the individual JNCA score for every different floor, and they're all about the 5,000 range. So that means it's a very dense, very hard floor, really good for if you have big pets, or you have a high traffic area, or you've got furniture that maybe gets moved around. That JNCA score is what you want to look for, and that's what you're going to get from our fossilized flooring. Okay, so I would say that first myth has been debunked, that the flooring is too soft, not very durable. Check out our JNCA scores, and you will feel better. Okay, I wanted to go over just one other myth, because the hardness factor isn't everything. And some people say, and we've noticed like some of the comments on our Facebook, that they say, well, the flooring scratches too easily. To that, I would say that really has to do with the finish. If it's just like a surface scratch, which maybe you get from like moving furniture around or high heels, things like that, that's not going to affect the actual like integrity of the plank, but you might see some scratches on the finish. And this is where you are really going to notice the difference between a cheaper bamboo floor and a higher quality bamboo floor. And to that, I would suggest when you're shopping around for different flooring, if you're considering bamboo, and we hope that you are, order a bunch of samples from different companies. And oftentimes you'll see samples that look very, very similar. This is a very common color that you will see many companies selling. It's kind of this sort of like rich brown burnt kind of thing. And for us, this is distressed mocha, but we also have like antique Java, which is like a really popular one. These two are like really popular floors, which we sell and we do well with, but you will see similar versions sold by other companies. What you want to do is order samples from them. Samples don't cost that much, and in some cases they're free. So order a bunch of samples and take a key or some kind of metal tool and do a scratch test and see how much pressure you have to exert in order to leave a scratch on the floor. Now, with any kind of natural product, scratches do happen, okay? Life happens. But you'll be happy to know that surface scratches are easily fixed. And if you do have any scratches on your floor, check out on our website, you can get a floor maintenance kit, which will give you special little tools and products to help you just kind of fix those little surface scratches, which you shouldn't have to deal with as much, because with a Cali bamboo floor, hopefully your key test isn't as successful, because all of our floors feature at least an 10 coat aluminum oxide scratch resistant finish. And what that means is that every plank is specially shielded against that kind of wear and tear. All of our solid fossilized floors will have the 10 coats, and our engineered floors, I don't have any on me right now, but that's where it's got the top layer of bamboo, and then it's got like a eucalyptus plywood core. That's going to have a 13-coat scratch-resistant finish. So they're very well protected against scratches and heavy traffic and big dogs, things like that. And again, you can try it out for yourself, order your samples, do a little key test, ours versus other brands, and we hope that you are very happy with the results. So check out that link, because there are other bamboo myths that are debunked in that article, which we contributed to. And let us know if you have any questions. You can put them in the comments there, and we will be happy to address you. And if you have any very specific comments and you would like to speak with one of our bamboo building experts, you can give us a call, and they would be more than happy to chat with you about your project. All right, have a wonderful Thursday. We'll talk with you soon.
Watch more Cali Live videos like these two.